From translation, ISV International Standard Version. This 58th day of the year. Today we are reading passages Deuteronomy 1-2. Deuteronomy chapter 1, verses 1-66. These are the words that Moses spoke to all Israel across the Jordan in the wilderness, in the Arabah opposite Suph, between Paran and Tophel, Laban, Hazeroth and Dizahab. It is an 11-day journey from Horeb by way of Mount Seir to Kadesh barnea. In the 40th year, on the first day of the 11th month, Moses spoke to the Israelis according to everything that the Lord had commanded him to say to them. After he had defeated Sihon king of the Amorites, who lived at Heshbon, and Og king of Bashan, who lived at Ashtaroth and Edrei, Moses began to explain this law in the land of Moab, beyond the Jordan, as follows. The Lord our God spoke to us at Horeb. You have stayed long enough at this mountain. Turn and set out and go to the hill country of the Amorites, and to all the neighboring places in the plain, in the hill country, in the Negev, in the coastal region, to the land of the Canaanites, and to Lebanon as far as the great river, the Euphrates. See, I have given this land to you. Go in and take possession of the land that the Lord swore to your ancestors, to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, to give to them and their descendants after them. At that time I said to you, you are not able by yourselves to bear the burden of this whole people by yourselves. The Lord your God has multiplied you, and today you are as numerous as the stars in the sky. May the Lord, the God of your ancestors, make you 1,000 times more numerous than you are, and bless you as he has promised. How can I by myself bear the weight and burden of you and your strife and your complaints? Choose for yourselves wise, understanding, and well-known men from each of your tribes, and I will appoint them as your heads. You answered me, what you have proposed to do is good. So I took the heads of your tribes, wise and well-known men, and appointed them as heads over you, commanders of thousands, commanders of hundreds, commanders of 50s, and commanders of 10s, and officers for your tribes. I charged your judges at that time, hear the cases between your brothers, and judge fairly, whether between one man and another or between one man and a foreigner. You must not show partiality in judgment. You are to hear the small as well as the great. Do not be intimidated by anyone, because judgment is God's. If the case is too difficult for you, bring it to me and I will hear it. Then I said to you, you have come to the hill country of the Amorites, which the Lord our God is giving us. Look, the Lord your God has placed the land before you. Go up, take possession of it, as the Lord, the God of your ancestors, has promised you. Do not be afraid or discouraged. Then all of you approached me and said, let us send men ahead of us, so that they may explore the land for us and bring us back a report about the route we should take and the cities we should enter. I approved the proposal and selected 12 men from among you, 1 man from each tribe. They left, went up to the hill country, and came to the valley of Eshcol. They explored it, took some of the fruit of the land, and brought it down to us. They reported, the land that the Lord our God is giving us is good, but you would not go up. Instead, you rebelled against the command of the Lord your God. You grumbled in your tents and said, the Lord hates us. So he brought us out of the land of Egypt to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites to destroy us. Where can we go up? Our brothers have made our hearts melt by saying, the people are greater and taller than we are. The cities are large and fortified up to heaven, and besides, we saw the descendants of Anak there. Then I said to you, do not be terrified or afraid of them. The Lord your God, who is going before you, will himself fight for you, just as he did for you in Egypt in your sight, and in the wilderness where you saw how the Lord your God carried you, as a man carries his son, all the way that you went, until you arrived at this place. Even in this matter, you did not trust the Lord your God, who went before you on the journey to find places for you to camp, by a fire by night, and by a cloud by day to show you the road on which you should go. When the Lord heard what you said, he became angry and solemnly swore, none of these men in this evil generation will see the good land that I swore to give to your ancestors, except Caleb son of Jephunneh. He will see it, and I will give to him and his descendants the land on which he has walked, because he has followed the Lord fully. Even with me the Lord was angry on your account, saying, you will not enter it either. But Joshua son of Nun, who stands before you, he will enter it. Encourage him, because he will cause Israel to inherit it. And your little ones, about whom you said they would be carried off, and your children who this day have no knowledge of good or evil, will go in there. I will give it to them, and they will possess it. But as for you, turn and set out for the wilderness by the way to the Red Sea. Then you answered me, we have sinned against the Lord. We will go up and fight, just as the Lord our God has commanded us. So every one of you fastened on his weapons of war, thinking that you would go up to the hill country. But the Lord said to me, tell them, do not go up nor fight, because I am not among you. Otherwise you will be defeated before your enemies. So I spoke to you, but you would not listen. Instead, you rebelled against the command of the Lord and acted presumptuously, and went up to the hill country. Then the Amorites who lived in the hill country came out against you and chased you as bees do, and they crushed you from Seir to Hormah. You returned and wept before the Lord, but the Lord did not listen to your voice or give ear to you. So you stayed at Kadesh many days, as long as you did there. Then we set out and journeyed into the wilderness in the direction of the Red Sea, as the Lord had told me, and we circled around the hill country of Seir for many days. Then the Lord said to me, "Set out and journey around the hill country of the Amorites, as far as the eastern side of the valley. Turn north and command the people. You are about to pass through the territory of your brothers, the descendants of Esau, who live in Seir. They will be afraid of you, so be very careful. Do not be hostile to them, because I will not give you any of their land, not even a foot of it. I have given Mount Seir to Esau as a possession. You are to buy food from them for money, so that you may eat, and you are also to buy water from them for money, so that you may drink. The Lord your God has blessed you in all the work of your hand. He has known your journey through this great wilderness. These 40 years the Lord your God has been with you, you have lacked nothing. So you set out from your place near Kadesh, and journeyed around the hill country of the Amorites. Then we passed through the territory of our brothers, the descendants of Esau, who live in Seir. We stayed away from them, as we had been commanded, and did not pass through their field or their vineyard or their well. We took nothing from them, not even a drink of water. The Lord your God blessed you in all the work of your hand. He knew the hardships of your journey through this great wilderness. For these 40 years the Lord your God has been with you. You have lacked nothing. Then we turned and set out toward the wilderness on the road to the Red Sea, as the Lord had told me, and we circled around the hill country of Seir for many days, when the Lord said to me, "Enough. Set out and journey on, cross the Zerd Valley." So we crossed the Zerd Valley. When we had crossed the Zerd Valley, the time when we had wandered in the wilderness was 38 years, until the entire generation of men of war was consumed from the midst of the camp, as the Lord had sworn to them. Indeed, the Lord's hand was against them, to destroy them from the midst of the camp, until they had all perished. After all the men of war had perished from among the people, the Lord said to me, "You are about to cross the territory of Moab through Ar. Do not harass them or contend with them, for I will not give you any of their land. I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession." So we bypassed the territory of our brothers, the descendants of Esau who live in Seir, and the territory of Moab, and came to the east of the Jordan. Deuteronomy chapter 2, verses 1 to 37. Then we turned and set out on the way to the wilderness by the route to the Red Sea, as the Lord had told me, and we circled around the hill country of Seir for many days. The Lord said to me, "You have been traveling around this hill country long enough. Turn northward, and command the people. You are about to pass through the territory of your brothers, the descendants of Esau who live in Seir. They will be afraid of you, so be very careful. Do not be hostile to them, because I will not give you any of their land, not even a foot of it. I have given Mount Seir to Esau as a possession. You are to buy food from them for money, so that you may eat, and you are to buy water from them for money, so that you may drink. The Lord your God has blessed you in all the work of your hand. He has known your journey through this great wilderness. These 38 years the Lord your God has been with you, you have lacked nothing. So we passed through the territory of our brothers, the descendants of Esau, who live in Seir, away from the Arabah road, away from the land of Edom. We circled around the hill country of Esau on our way. Then the Lord said to me, "You are about to pass through the territory of Moab. Do not harass Moab or contend with them in battle, because I will not give you any of their land as a possession. I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession. The Emim formerly lived there, a people great and numerous and tall as the Anakim. They were also regarded as Rephates like the Anakim, but the Moabites call them Emim. In the same way the Horites formerly lived in Seir, but the descendants of Esau dispossessed them and destroyed them from before them, and they settled in their place, just as Israel did in the land that the Lord gave them as a possession. As you were passing through, I will not give you any of the land of Moab to possess, because I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession." So we set out and passed by the territory of our brothers, the descendants of Esau who live in Seir, away from the Arabah road, away from the land of Edom. Then we turned and set out on the road to the wilderness of Moab. The Lord said to me, "You are about to pass by the territory of Moab near the Arnon. Do not harass Moab or contend with them in battle, because I will not give you any of their land as a possession. I have given Ar to the descendants of Lot as a possession. The Rephates formerly lived there, as well as the Ammonites who are regarded as Rephates. They were a great and numerous people, and they were as tall as the Anakim. The Ammonites destroyed them and dispossessed them from before them, as the Amorites did to the descendants of Esau who lived in Seir, when they destroyed the Horites from before them and settled in their place. As you were passing through, I will not give you any of the land of the Ammonites to possess, because I have not given it to you as a possession. I have given it to the descendants of Lot as a possession. Set out, journey on, and cross the valley of the Arnon. Look, I have given into your hand Sihon the Amorite, king of Heshbon, and his land. Begin to take possession of it, and engage him in battle. This very day I will begin to put the dread of you and the fear of you on the peoples under the whole sky, who will hear the report about you and tremble and be in agony because of you. So I sent messengers from the wilderness of Kedemoth to Sihon king of Heshbon with words of peace, saying, Let me pass through your land. I will keep to the main road. I will turn aside neither to the right nor to the left. You will sell me food for money, so that I may eat, and you will give me water for money, so that I may drink. Only let me pass on foot, just as the descendants of Esau who live in Seir and the Moabites who live in Ar did, until I cross the Jordan into the land that the Lord our God is giving us. But Sihon king of Heshbon would not let us pass through his territory, because the Lord your God had hardened his spirit and made his heart obstinate, in order to give him into your hand, as he is this day. The Lord said to me, See, I have begun to give Sihon and his land over to you. Begin to take possession of his land as an inheritance. So Sihon came out to meet us, he and all his people, for battle at Jahaz. The Lord our God gave him over to us, and we struck him down, he and his sons and all his people. We captured all his cities at that time, and we devoted to destruction all the cities, men, women, and children. We left no survivors, but we took the livestock and plundered the cities that we had captured. From Aroer, which is on the edge of the valley of Arnon, and from the city that is in the valley as far as Gilead, there was no city that was too high for us. The Lord our God gave over to us all of them. However, you did not go near the land of the Ammonites, the route to Jazer, the cities of the plateau, or any place that is near the Jordan, nor did we go into any of the places that the Lord our God had forbidden.